Hello everyone, welcome to my craft room. I'm Chris from Crafts with Chris, and my craft room's it's not too bad. I hope you guys are all doing good and having a great day. I'm just gonna see if I can share you. I have a new group page, so we'll talk about that in a minute. I can't do two things at once here, so let's see if I can share. Here we go. I don't know if I can. Is anybody here with me right now? It doesn't look like it. Looks like I'm all by myself right now. So, share your story. Let's see. Share to a group. And I don't see my VIP group in here. I created a group. Oh, there I am right there. We're going to share with that one. So I created a group because I've heard from a lot of people that they didn't even know I was doing live videos. And I've been doing them for what, about a month now, I think. So it's fairly new. But they want to watch my videos and they don't get notifications. So looking into it, hi Tina, looking into it, I found that groups are better at interacting. You can interact better with them, and you can do more things, and there's pros and cons to both. But I think by having a group page, I will be able to reach out to more people that way, and hopefully you guys will interact better, be able to interact better. So that's why I created a group page. Hi Carrie. The group page, like I said, I think it's just going to be better for everybody with the group page. And I'll post stuff in there that, I might not post on my business page and vice versa. But anyways, so today we are going to be doing it's card. There's a card involved, but it's a 3D project. So I'm super excited about that. But before we get started, let's see, what did I want to talk to you guys about? The group thing. And, I wanted to tell you guys, I was able to, this weekend past, was able to go to, our company does a on stage, it's called, and it's a celebration for the demonstrators. It's a big Stampin' party. I mean, oh my gosh, it'd be so much fun to go to. But this year, of course, it was virtual, so you couldn't go in person. Lots of fun stuff happens there. And people trade things, and you make cards, and you learn all kinds of stuff. So I have never been able to go, but this year I was able to go because it was virtual. So I learned so much stuff from on stage. And you guys, there's so many cute products coming out in the next catalog. So that was fun. So anyways, if you guys ever wanted to join my team, we could all go together to on stage. How much fun would that be once everything goes back to normal? So, but it was really, really fun. There's some awesome stuff coming. I was able to pre-order some stuff, and the new stuff comes out in January. So hopefully I'll get my order soon. I can start playing with it and show you guys. So, but anyways, today, let me see if I can do this right. I always seem to mess it up. I'm going to have to flip you. So I'm upside down. Then I'm going to turn you guys down, and I'm going to show you wherever I put it, what we're making today. So hold on 1 minute. All right, here we go. Okay, can you guys see that? My host code there. The host code, if you guys have never shopped with me before, there's a host code that you can use with every order. If your order is under $150, then please always use the current host code. You can find that on my website. That's where my most recent host code will be. And you can use that every order, and I will send you a present in the mail. If you don't, if your order is over $150 and you will not use my host code. You will get your own host code. So, well, you won't really get your own host code. You'll get your own rewards. So don't use my code. If it asks for a host code, don't use it. You'll get your own rewards, and you will still get a present from me. So that's what the host code is all about. Is that crooked on there, guys? I don't even know. I was scrambling because I had all the time in the world, and then I didn't. You know how that goes. So anyways, let me bring in the project today. And here's the card that we're going to make to match our frame. Can you guys see that? It's kind of, there you go. So this is the frame we're going to be making. It actually came from the dollar store, this frame. You can get these frames anywhere. It's a 5x7 frame, or 4x7? 4x6. I knew it was somewhere in between there. But you can get these at the dollar store. You can get them anywhere, actually, you know. And they don't have to be this size. But this is cute because you're going to be able to use this all year round. We're going to make just the one, but what you can do is make 12 of these, different seasons, and you can give them to whoever you want for Christmas. It's a very cheaper gift, but it's not a cheap gift because it's handmade. And you can, you know, make a whole bunch of these and give them away. So I made Christmas, and then I made one. Here's another one. This one is Thanksgiving. So I'll show you how we're going to do it. So what you would do is, if you want to make, you don't have to make a whole set, just make one and give it away. Or like I said, you could do 12, or you could do them for different holidays, so that every month, whoever you give this to, they can change it out. They can change the designs out. So, so I'm going to show you how I went and did it. They're super easy. With this, because it's in a glass frame, you don't want to put, well, actually the glass isn't on here. I think I put it on wrong. But the glass frame here, where's that autumn one? Because it's in glass, you don't really want to do much on embellishing, because it's just going to flatten things out. So you want to keep it super simple anyways. You could even just, I mean, with the designer series paper we have, you could just do designer series paper, 12 pieces of, you know, different seasons of our paper that we have. And it's a great way to use up some scraps, maybe some retired stuff that you have. So, and again, like I said, you don't have to use this small size. You can go bigger, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to start on this. So let's see here. Let's see. Who else is watching? Oh, I think Patty's on here too. Hi, Patty. Thank you guys for coming on and joining me. So I'm having, every time I do a Facebook Live, you guys go ahead, share my video and comment on it. All you really need to do is comment on the video, but I would appreciate you if you shared my video. And I'm going to pick a winner. I'll leave the contest open for 24 hours after the video post, and then I'll put your names into a wheel, and whatever it lands on, whoever it lands on, you will win a prize from me. So, hi, Amy. So let's go ahead and bring in everything. Now, this mousse is so cute. This is from actually last year's Merry Mousse. This was in the holiday catalog last year. It was so popular. Everybody loved it. I don't even know if it was available most of the year because it was sold out a lot. And I'm so excited that they brought this back because he is the cutest little thing in here. So we're going to use that. And if you guys can see my stamp set, you can see it is well loved. I use this all the time. So this is what we're going to do our stamping in. And it's super, super easy. So let me go ahead and bring in all my card pieces over here. I'm going to bring in the designer series paper first. I used one sheet here. You guys can see, is that it? Where'd it go? Right here. So this is one. I'll show you how I cut it here. This is just one piece of the 6x6, and we're going to use every bit on it, except for this little strip. You cut off this little strip. I mean, you could use it. You could actually, if you wanted to, you could use it on the flap of the envelope, which would be kind of cute. And then you could say you used every piece, but I'm not going to monkey around with that. It's just too small for me, but you could. So what you want to do is, this is from the Plaid Tidings 6x6. There's 48 sheets in here. Beautiful paper. It's great for fall. It's great for winter time, the holidays. So I have one sheet here. So you want to cut it 5 by 15/16. Now that is when you're on your cutter, because I always get these little lines mixed up. But when you're using your cutter, let me see here. Can you guys see? I gotta wait. There's a lag here, and I want to make sure it's not blurry or anything for you guys. But the 15th, 16th mark, wow, there's such a lag. I cannot believe how much of a lag there is here. It is, so here's, let's say 1 right there. It's that small little line right there. So when you cut this, it's 5 15/16. So you're going to cut it right to, should be, oh, over here. Should be right here. Right, the little small mark line right before the 6. So you want to cut it 5 15/16 by 3 15/16. So again, the little small mark right there. And then, so that's this bigger piece. This piece here, this one is cut 5 1/4 by 2. And then this piece here, this small little piece, this is 2 1/8 by 3/4. So we're going to use all these pieces here. And then you're going to need a piece of chipboard. So this comes from the paper packs and different things that you get. I always save them. So it'll come, I'll show you like you order the 12 by 12 papers, you'll get this 12 by 12 cardboard. Don't ever throw it out. It's always, you can always use it. You can make books with it. You can make all kinds of things. So I have a whole bin of those that I save, and I use them all the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue this on here when we're all done. So that'll give you some, so it's not just a piece of paper that you're handing out. Because if they're going to be handling them and you're going to be using it all the time, they're going to be, you know, putting them in and out of their little frames. You want it sturdy. So that's what the chip, excuse me, that's what the chipboard is for. So you just want to cut a piece. Like I said, it's 5 7/8 by 3 7/8 is the chipboard. So then you're going to need 3 pieces of Whisper White. Actually 4. One is a scrap piece. So we're going to do some stamping on here with our mousse. We're going to stamp and cut out a couple of the mousse. And I don't know if I told you, but we also do need the mousse punch. So he's super cute. I just love this set. So that's going to be for our stamping. This one here, this is our piece that's going to layer on the inside of our cardstock, or our card base. And then you're going to need 2 more pieces here. These 2 we're going to do some stamping on also. So this piece here is 3 1/2 by, I believe it's 3. I'll get the right measurements for you. I have it written down 3 1/2 by 3 1/2, but that is not correct. I know it's 3 1/2, so let me just measure it over here. 3 1/2 by 3. So 3 1/2 by 3. And then this piece here, this is cut at 2 by 1/2. And these 2, I'm going to go ahead with all these Whisper Whites. We're just going to bring these in. We're going to do our stamping right now. So super simple stamping. Oh, my moose fell. He jumped. So like I said, well-loved stamp set. So I'm going to stamp out the mousse first, and you're going to need 2 of them stamped out. So let's get my block here. Now, because I've used him so much, he's not real sticky. And if you find that with your photopolymer stamps that they're not very sticky, they're not sticking to your blocks, what you can do is just run them under some warm soapy water, rinse them off, let them air dry, and they'll be nice and tacky again. So with our mousse, what we're going to do is, got all my inks over here. We're using soft suede to stamp him. So I'm going to just bring in a scrap piece of paper, because what I want to do is I want to stamp him once off the paper before we stamp him down. So I'm just going to ink him right up, and then we're just going to stamp him off once, and then I'm just going to stamp him here, and stamp him anywhere because we're going to punch him out. So he's nice and light. We're going to do that again. Hope I'm catching all this. I'm so behind on my video. And then we're going to stamp him again. So he should be nice and light there too. So let me bring in my Stampin' Scrub. Just clean him off. Now we're going to take the outline of that mousse that's in this stamp set, and we're going to stamp him out again in soft suede. We're not going to stamp him off, and we're going to line him up. I'm going to do the best I can because the camera is right there. Ooh, I did pretty good. And then we'll stamp out the other one here. Ooh, that one was perfect. Look at that. I barely ever do that. So we're going to just set them aside. We're not going to bother cutting them out right yet. So we're going to do our stamping here on these pieces. So this piece here, the side that is 3.5 is the side you're going to want to, let's see, that would be this side, is the area we're going to be stamping. So you want it 3.5. And then this guy here, this little piece here, let me show you guys. So when I get my packs of Whisper White, what I do is I order 2 packs, and 1 pack I keep on hand, and the other pack I cut right down to 5 1/4 by 4, because I know I'm going to be using them. I know they're going in most of my cards I send out, and it's just so handy to have a whole pile of them already cut, already going. So I get these little white strips from cutting that size. I save all these because these make great strips for sentiments. So I always have these on the go, and all I did was use one of these for this. So that's just a little trick I do. I know most of you guys don't make millions of cards, you know, a month or whatever, but if you're in the habit of making a lot of cards, it's always great to have that Whisper White cut up like that. So in here, there's a big pine tree and a smaller one. So we're going to take those guys out, and we're going to stamp those in garden green. But again, we're going to do the stamp off, stamp on trick. So, did you guys enjoy the beautiful weather today? Well, actually, the last, 5 days or so, it's been so awesome. I wish winter was like that all the time. So we're just going to stamp this off once, because I don't want it that dark. And then we're going to bring in our piece of paper here, and we're going to stamp it up from the bottom just a little bit. I love the detail in that tree. And then we're going to stamp our little one here. I know, it's been so nice. I'm so sad that we're not going to be having this weather much longer. Tomorrow it's supposed to change, so now we're going to go ahead and stamp this guy right about here on the edge. Then I'm just going to clean these guys off. And we're done with the garden green. Oh dear. So I like the simple chamois. Now my fingers all clean. So I'm gonna bring in Daffodil Delight. And in here there's this little star. We're gonna give those trees each a little star. And we're done with that. And then in here are these little presents. These 3 little presents. And I'm just going to use Memento Tuxedo Black to stamp those out. And I'm just stamping them right underneath these trees. Isn't that cute? And then the final bit of stamping on this piece will be in here. There's a bunch of great ones that you can use. I enjoy the stillness of the season. So that's what I'm using. So again, the Memento, and this is going to go right in between these 2 trees. And you don't have to press real hard. Nice and easy. So there's our main focal piece for our frame. So this is all set, so I'm just going to set this aside here. Did you guys see my nails? Aren't they pretty? I love this color. Ballroom gown color, I think it's called. But it's so sparkly. I'm having so much fun with my nail polish stuff. I know you are too, Tina. If anybody wondering, it's called Gel Moments. My cousin is selling it, who is on here watching me. Thank you. So it is awesome. It is so much fun to paint my nails. I never thought I'd say that. I never really cared about my nails. Not that I didn't care about them. I just pain in the butt to take care of them, and you know, all this busy stuff I do, and who has time for that? But this, no problem at all. I got plenty of time for this, and it doesn't take any time at all to paint your nails. And I love it because a lot of the colors that I've got match a lot of my inks here. So it's kind of funny when I pull out an ink and I'm like, oh, that's the same color of my nail. But anyways, so the last piece we have left to stamp is this little guy here. So in here, there is this Merry Christmas. So we're going to use that. And this is going to get stamped out in Cherry Cobbler. See? Look at. See how Cherry Cobbler almost matches my nails? So here is this guy here. And this is going to go right in the middle. Hopefully. Well, that's the good thing about it. There's 2 sides. So we're just going to flip that over. And we're going to try that again. I think it's in the middle. There we go. Then much better. So that is it to, no, it's not it to stamping. I lied. We have one more thing to stamp, but that's nothing. We're going to use our Versamark to stamp. So I think I'm going to do that now. We might as well get all the stamping done and out of our way. So, my messy little pile over here. I have a piece of the cherry cobbler. We're just going to set this guy aside here. Just going to fold this in half. This is cut at A2 size. So it is 5.5 by 8.5 fold at 4 1/4. So what I like to do is use the bone folder, give it a good crease here. And then for our last bit of stamping in here, there's this like dots in here. I don't know if it's snow, but it looks like it could be snow coming down. I don't even want to talk about snow coming down. I was outside today. I had my book out. I was sitting out on the back deck just enjoying this beautiful weather. So let's get... I had started reading a Christmas book, but I couldn't read that today. I'm like, no, I cannot do Christmas book right now. So with this guy here, where is it? Versamark. We're going to use our Versamark ink. Now, if you're not familiar with the Versamark ink, it's like a watercolor on your papers. It's very light. And when you first stamp it down, it's light. And as it dries, it does darken. So this is great for background effects where you don't want to overshadow something in the background, but it needs something. I always like the Versamark. And of course, embossing, when you emboss, you want to use in your Versamark. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to randomly stamp these guys along the top and the bottom of this card. And I'm going to do about 3 rows each of them. And the great thing is it doesn't matter where you stamp them or if you're accurate, because they're just little dots. So it's meant to look like a lot of, I think it's meant to look like a lot of snow falling. I don't want snow to fall. So then we're going to do the same thing down on the bottom here. I don't want it to snow, but we know it's coming. So I like this easy Christmas idea here. Like I said, it's affordable. I mean, you could really give these away to a lot of people. It's almost like a calendar, but without the date part of it. So that's it. That's all we're doing to the card there. So I'm just going to clean this off quick. And we're going to set the card aside. I'm going to build up our frame, the part that's going to go into our frame here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have this ribbon here, this very pretty satin ribbon. It's real red. It's double stitched satin. So we're just going to cut a little piece to go along the bottom here. And let's see, I know I have my scissors someplace. I don't know where I put them. I have an extra pair. So you're going to cut it long enough so you can wrap it around the back. So I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Seal. See, isn't that? I love this side of it too. It's so pretty. And I'm just going to put a little bit along the edge here. I know you guys have seen me do this 1,000 times. And I'm just going to wrap my ribbon. I'm going to wrap it probably about right here. And then we can go ahead and glue this to the chipboard. So, and I purposely cut the chipboard a little bit smaller just so that you just see your designer series paper and you don't see the chipboard. So that's that. And like I said, when you're building these, because of the glass, you really don't want to pop anything up. You want to watch your embellishments that you use. You don't want anything big and bulky because it's just going to smush against the glass. I would have loved to have put a bow here, but I did try it with the bow and it was just flat smushed. It just did not look right. So this is just going to go right up there. Again, I'm just using the Stampin' Seal, and you're going to center it. So right there. And then your little mousse, where'd he go? Oh, we didn't punch him out yet. So let's bring in those two mousse and let's punch those guys right out. And the dies, or the punches, are great if you don't have the stamp cut emboss machine. These punches are great for you because, you know, then you can still cut out some stuff. So now we're going to take, I think I'm going to take this mousse here, and I'm just going to use, what do I want to use on him? I think I want to use my, the liquid glue because of his legs. He's not going anywhere in the frame. I did use a Stampin' Seal, but I couldn't get his little legs. So I'm just going to use the liquid glue here. And I'm just going to glue him. I probably put that ribbon a little too far. Going to glue him down, and then he's ready to go into your frame. Slide him in. It's really easy to create this, and there it is. Isn't that pretty? So there's the frame part. And then we're going to bring back in that card base. And no, the Versamark, Amy, is great. I love it. And as you can see, it's, I don't know if you can see it, but it has darkened. It's a great background piece there, especially if you're, like I said, if you want something subtle in the background. So yeah, it leaves like a watermark effect on it. I love Versamark ink. So now we're going to bring those two little pieces back in from that 6x6. This is going to go right in the middle here. So I'm just going to use the Stampin' Seal. It's been giving me trouble lately. I was telling everybody to, when they use it, if you flick it, then you won't have trouble. It'll always be on the ready, but I think my case is all sticky, so it's not, sometimes it doesn't work right. So this is going to go right here. And then this is going to go right on top of this little piece, so it gives it a little border, just like that. And then our mousse, I took and I used some, where are they? Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. I'm just going to do 2 of them just to pop them up. And same thing with this. I'm going to use some dimensionals on here. Hate those backings. I like using the Take a Pick tool. It seems to work good with them. Just gonna pop that up there and pop your little mousse here. And then don't forget your inside piece so you have some place to write. So there's your card, there's your frame, And I was trying to think of something. I ran out of time and I wanted to decorate it. I was trying to think of something to give these away in. And I came up with the perfect solution, I think. Well, only if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. If you're not, then you got to find another box. But your Paper Pumpkin boxes, if you throw them out, you're crazy. I always keep them. I always save them. And you can just put them in there. You can wrap it up. You can put all your pieces in here. It'll fit perfectly. And what I'll probably do with this is turn it inside out, decorate it with some designer series paper, and put a nice little bow on it, and I'm good to go. So I love the Paper Pumpkin boxes. I've used them all the time on different things. So save your boxes, use them for gifts. So that's it to that little project. I think it turned out super cute. And like I said, you can do 12 of them. You know, this is just, like I said, this is, you could use that for Thanksgiving. And the designer series paper really does most of the work for you. So, I hope you guys like this little project today. So, don't forget to comment. Let me turn you guys up this way, upside down. There we go. So don't forget to comment, share the video, share everything, comment, and I will pick a winner. And if you guys have any questions or anything, just let me know. You guys are good about asking questions, and I love it. I will leave all of the information, the measurements and everything, in the video description once I edit it. So I hope you guys like this, and I don't know what I'm going to do next week, but hopefully it'll be good. So I will see you guys next week. I appreciate you guys all tuning in and watching, and I will see you 7 o'clock next Tuesday. So what else was I going to say? Something else to you guys. I don't know. But I will see you guys later. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you guys really like this. Bye!